See, I need the body. Everything's on top. Seal down. One. Gotta build it up right there. Just a little bit. And down. That's extra thread I did not want to put on this fly at all. I really didn't want to do that. But now it's like even. It's just like a shred. But this is a 210. So it's a little different than my just using 6/0 UD or something else. So we. Hey, what's going on? So Leslie. So we're doing a green, and we're gonna see how the green comes out. It's kind of a unique thing because I don't. This is like I custom that to make it look like that. If you look at it, so it's custom to look like that. So recreating it in a different color, so the materials and the type of material is different still, technically, because there's nothing specifically. There's something specifically made for this pattern, but I'm making my own thing way specifically for this pattern. So there you can see it's green. This is the same type of opal. Just to let y'all know, this is the same opal I used on the purple one. But did you notice all of a sudden it turned green? It's green now, but this is the same opal. So it's very this stuff takes on very much of whatever you tie it with. So that's why I have this opal stuff around. So it takes on the actual. It will take on the color of whatever you. It takes on the color of sometimes whatever you tie it with. Of what I've been noticing, and I've been playing around with it. And it can even be done with like red. So like red or like chartreuse, something like a red or like cerise. So I'm like, I haven't even got to the cerise because I don't have the cerise to go with it. To go with this. Yes, this was called so opal. It's called like opal scale. So it's like when you. I just cut that piece off. When you pull this stuff out, it's crazy. I didn't notice it when I first started using it. I didn't notice it, but I noticed it later when I was like, "Can I use that for something? Can I use that for something?" See, so that's what it looks like. I mean, it's green, right? But when you see, it's green. But if you see when I flip it, it's like almost like it turned purple. It's got all the colors in there. Like even the camera can't. Like it's like it can't do it. Hold on. See, it's not really green. It's got those colors in there. Because if you look at the one video, you'll see I pull it just like that. It's purple. So yeah, the camera's like I can't handle all this magicry. It's like all this sleight of hand, man. You're doing, you can't handle it. Hear the clock going off. See, time's a ticking. Like I said, time's a ticking. Thought I was joking when I meant that. Time's a ticking. Man. Just weird, stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna resin this real quick. I need to. Here, I'm gonna resin. This is where the tricky part came in. Is this part? This is the tricky part with this one. I think I did it right this time. So. Sorry. No. Hold on the back name here. 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000, 6, 1,000, 7, 1,000, 8, 1,000, 9, 1,000, 10, 1,000. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000, 6, 1,000, 7, 1,000, 8, 1,000. So it's messing with that. It's curing the resin right now. But I'm moving it around a little. That's why I'm counting, because it's this one. I think it takes 20 seconds for it to start the curing, and so I needed to start curing on the back end of this fly. But I want it to still be tacky. So this is what I've been doing with it. I've been playing around with it. And that's just part of it though. You have to leave it for that amount of time for it to even start the curing. So, and even when you do that, it can be tacky after. So I'm trying to use just a little bit, very sparingly, and then see if I can. And you can see the little bubble. There's a bubble down here where it ran down. So I'm gonna try to put the light on that spot right there. So it's like a bump right there. You can't see it, and it just. So it's curing. That's why I only put a little. And then this fly is gonna sit because it can't. I'm sure there's other resins that are better, but it's gonna sit. And it's gonna get another coat of resin once it sets up. Once it sets up. So technically, it should have silver in this pattern on the body, but because the way we did it, it doesn't need to have the silver. And then there's the crystal flash, and I just spin the crystal flash in my hand, and you can see the glitter in it. See. We'll go underneath the other way then. So this is kind of like my tie, the way I'm tying it down, in a way. I gotta spin it. See if you can see. That's why I spin it in my hand, because I want it to twist up like a rope. But this is the hard part. This is the hardest part to me, is putting this on this one. Because you still want it to have that glitter effect. So you gotta make sure it's kind of spun. Spun somewhat. as you can see. See how it's putting those bars on the tail? I don't know if you can see it. It's hard to see. It's got bars on the tail. But the best way to spin is from the end. I don't know where I put my hackle pliers, but they're here somewhere. Right there's where it is. There you go. That'll work. See, messed up a little bit right there. Have to mess up with the resin real quick on that part and see if it'll. So this is kind of like, I'm using this as like almost like my wire, like having a wire, like a copper wire. It's still fraying the flare, but this is the 210, so it's a little different. Let's see, so that's what I'm trying to get. See, this is like, you can see, look at this stuff for here. Look at, easy to just pull it and mess it up. So I twist like a couple together. So now it's curing a little bit. And so see, that's what you're trying to get. So there's that effect. Yeah, there's a little more steps to it than putting some mineral oil through it, but you get almost the same effect without putting any mineral oil through it. You just have, the only thing is you just have to weave more materials to get that similar effect. And this effect can be used for other things, and there's other materials that take away that effect. You could easily use holographic tape, that holographic one, like, and it'll do this for the body. These bodies can be changed in or out however you want. For salmon fishing, or even for other kind of fishing too, other types of fish. Just change the colors. But this one's supposed to be chartreuse, like a chartreuse green. Sup, Yosh? Yeah, I know they do. The nail techs. I know they do. Don't ask me how I know that. I also was asked to do henna before. So I was asked to do henna for women before. They're like, you should come work at the place and do henna. They're like, you're, because I do the art stuff too. So they're like, your hands. I'm like, do that stuff. Got our chartreuse. Kier's like curing up again. Yeah, it's like hard almost. So then we're gonna use, so it's kind of gummy still. So now we're gonna run this. Let's see. We're gonna try to. I'm gonna try to run it the opposite direction. That's what I'm gonna try to do. It's kind of slipping. Yeah. See, that means it wants to go the other way now. It has to go this way then. This is the hardest part about it, about this pattern, to me, the way I did it. See, it wants stuff to slip. You see, this is the hardest part about it, is gluing it down and then getting it to, and when I do the other one, every time I've done that one, it works the first time. Every time, like, I'm spot on. I don't know why it works the first time. But I guess I can go like this. Let's see. See, it wants to slip. I might have wanted to put a wire in there. See, it wants to slip. I'm stretching the cord. Come on. I guess I'm just gonna have to. We're gonna roll with it. We're just gonna see what happens. We're just gonna let it do the bead up. Then it's not gonna. There it goes. It's kind of grabbing, but it's not grabbing like the other one. If you notice, because I want the silver to come in, be able to come out in between, and this. It's not doing it on this one, but it's a different. This is a different type of vinyl too. Completely different type of vinyl. The other vinyl is like that I use is a clear. I'm actually deciding to use a green on this one. So it's kind of it's really gonna have like a funny effect compared to the other one. And you can kind of see already it has a totally different effect, but it's the same thing. Yeah, right there. See, I didn't want that to look like that. But I tied the other one on 210 also. So it's got the vinyl on there. It's just not quite like I want it. But this is like the green version of it. So if I can get this to work. See, you can see like the ribs now because of that, but the way it should be, the way I want it to be actually, is actually, let's see if we can manipulate this a little bit. Because I don't want it to slip down. Yeah, I'm actually going to work it with hand because this is the first time I've ever tied a green one. And it's not coming out the same because the material is not the same. Only one of the materials is the same. And the material that's not the same is this. So the material that's not the same is that vinyl. It's a different vinyl. It's like from the same company, but it's from a different era and time. Let's just say that. So the other vinyl is a different era and time when it was made. So it has like a different like consistency. So it's like tying with this is kind of it's different. But it still looks similar. I think I won't know till it dries. Set NIMBY. Yep, we tie, we sit there and we jibber jabber. That's what we do on my channel. We tie, we jibber jabber. So let's get this on there. See, but then when you get this on there, see if the camera will come in. That's where it loses it. See, it's struggling. See if I can go here. It just has a hard time right now. Just go away and see. As I said, the camera lens at autofocus, yeah, it's losing its mind right now. Then we're gonna wrap this stuff around. So you can see it now, what I'm trying to do when the light hits it. See, but it leaves a gap right there's a gap right there. And that's that one spot I was trying to fix, but I don't think it's gonna matter. But you can see it when the light hits it really good. Come on. Come on, camera. There you go. You kind of saw it. It's yeah. Some days it wants to act right. Some other days this camera is like it's crazy. The whole point is when you put the first glue on, at least the way I'm doing it, is so when I put this vinyl over the top, it's kind of tacky, so that it'll just kind of grab it, so then it won't slip like that. And that's what I did with the other one, so it won't slip, and then it just glues it that tail down in tight to it. so it slips sometimes. So they would do the other one perfectly because I've done one before. But this is a different material. The vinyl is a different from a different company, so it's like got a different, slightly different texture. So it was like when I pull the stretch it to pull it, it's like it's fighting me a little bit, and I'm trying to figure out the tension to pull on it, so it'll, because then that'll make it so it would have went on more evenly, but it still looks really good. But it would have went on more evenly. And you see, and it left a little gap, and it's supposed to have gaps, but the gap should be kind of like a little separated down and not as tight. But um, that's what this is basically. So, but it's separated, and it's hard to do that when the if you don't get the tail in right, you're gonna have a hard problem. At least the way I'm doing this, it's not gonna still it's still fish though. It just doesn't look beautiful. Doesn't look as nice. I think that's what it is. But there's not really too much. There's only that thing, and then there's that. And this is the only thing moving. It seems to go for the things that are moving. So, and then I don't know if this is how this is gonna work. And then we're gonna use the actual hackle pliers, but to get it going. So what we're trying to do is the two-tone. Hard because I don't have the right hackle actually for this color combination that I want to do to match the other one. That's the thing. So I'm makeshift matching it, and that means it's gonna come out totally different than that purple one. So automatically, it's already gonna come out different. But I already knew that. I think I want this resin, this one. So, and this is a schlappen apple in a like a Chinese strung hackle together. Wow, it's palmered together. Because I want the chartreuse in there in the green. I'm trying not to get where that resin's at. Yeah, I remember this was the hard part too, because this Schlappy is kind of a soft fella. The Schlappy. There it is. It's like right there. Here we go. Come on, get out of there. There you go. Get out of there, yo. Yeah, it's just man, I don't use a wire because this is like soft. You know, it's a softer hackle. You know, when you use the schlappens or the salmon stuff. So like, and my hands got like a little resin, like it's like sticky. It makes it like, you know, I'm trying to like get that resin off my hand, right? Because it's gonna go right into that feather anyway. So I'm trying to get the green and white, that chartreuse and white together, and then the long feathers in there. And it's trying to like spin those other. There you go. Just trying to spin those other feathers in there, and I don't want it to. Just keep building it, right? I'm trying to keep it thin, but I think it's gonna be like a bulkier head. It's the first time it's the first time you ever tied one with this color. Tied a red one, but it didn't work. It's a Surized one, but it didn't come out quite right. But that's the thing. It's like I think it's for me. It's because I'm picking. I'm like, hey, that material. I'm doing substitution material, so I'm like, hey, that'll work. I'm like that'll work. I'm like that'll kind of work on there. So now we're gonna do another double. Now it's another double, but we're gonna do black. Happy Halloween. We're gonna do black. So, and we actually are gonna use wax now for this part. Because it does kind of help with the slip. When it starts to slip, that's going to help. A little bit of wax. Goes. Just a little bit. Because when I wrap this, it's going to try to slip. And then it needs to be able to hold on there. And this is our part. Getting those two feathers to go together. Whenever you're wrapping two together. Yeah, definitely for show. This is the hard part because this feather isn't as wide as that big feather, so I'm not sure how this is gonna come out. And I was like, I measured them, but still, but I eyeball measure mine, so it's a little different. See, it looks like it's long enough. Might have to do something different, guys. See, I'm not an expert. We'll see. See what it comes out to look like. They're definitely trying to act like they're long enough. They're wrapping on themselves like they're long enough. Definitely wrapping. The hackle's wrapping on itself like it's long enough. Well, it'll still be cool because when I put the other part, it's still gonna look neat. I'm just taking my time though. But when I first made this other one, yeah, I didn't. Second time I made that one. Technically, it's the second time I made that one. But I used a different hackle this time on that the purple one. Hey Kelly, thank you Kelly. I appreciate you. Much love always. Doing all right. I'm trying to try like this. Like we're doing like this green chartreuse Halloween. It's like a Halloween silver slammer, which is technically it's just a comet. It's just a comet, but there's eyeball weighted comets, and it's a classic. It's basically just a hackle fly, but it's like a cat, just an old classic. And I just decided to tie it in black and green. And let's see if those, yeah, we'll make it work. People get after people, don't they? Some slapping feather. Sorry guys, I'm bumping everything. So you can't see. See, but I was trying to keep that from unraveling. So I have to do it like this then. It's kind of like the skunk, like a skunk fly, like the skunk fly thing, but it's a little different. Dude, it's gonna be messy looking. Okay, it's in there. Oh, it's trying to slip. Come on. Let's see if we can. Yeah, it's trying to make. It's too big of a. I don't want the hook eye to be that big. That's what it is right now. Let's do it like this. I don't want the hook eye to be that large. That's what I'm having an issue with right now. I don't want that hook eye to be that big. So. Because it's the first time I tried this one and I was like, it's Halloweeny. It's Halloweenish. There we go. It looks ugly, but it's going to come out all right once I get it. Once I get it situated. It's going to take a little time. There it is. You need the pressure. The pressure. All right. So we're gonna see how it comes out. It's not gonna be like that other Comet, though. Definitely not. Because I added the white in it, but it's looking pretty good. So that was the whole point of that, doing it this way. And then now we have all three blended colors in there. And there you go. So there's a salmon slammer, and this is like more of a messy looking one, and it looks like a spay fly, doesn't it? Let's see if we can wrap this. But this is on see, this is the thing, man. I don't like. See, it pressed the thread. This is what I don't like, because I did it before with this one, so we're gonna. I see what happened. Okay, so this is 210. So there we go. It's just kind of irritating because then you wrap it like there, boom. There we go. Okay. We got it. It's just difficult, a little weird for me because see that 210, see what it's doing. But that silken is great, but for me, I just feel it makes me think I make less. Wraps when I use the 210. That's all it is for me. I just make less wraps with my thread. One of these 210. That's all it is for me. It just means I can tie a jig faster, actually. But this is the side effect, like it can kind of like because it's silken, it can kind of like push up on the eye. It can, and it's kind of nice though with this one is the salmon hook, it's turned up. So it's like, no, you can't really, it can do it, but it can't. I thought it was, I just thought I was like, I'll tie this one of these for like, because it's like, Halloween's coming. Halloween. Everybody's big on Halloween. But yeah, we all know. Everybody know what everybody knows. And that thread came loose right there. Gonna cut it. See, and the more you tie it right, you're not gonna have to do all these little intricate things. You won't have to do as much of it. But sometimes when you just like, I want to make a cool fly, it doesn't matter as much. Okay. Yeah, it's like the same fly. It's just it's basically just the hackle length. That's what's causing it to like look like that. But it's more it's because it's got like a spay basically. It's a the way to make this pattern work to me is like it's got to be like a spay style too at the same time. It's got to be dwarf at the same. It's got to be like a combo. And that makes it. I guess that makes it move. It'll make it move better. It just being a plain because it's a plain pattern. There isn't really skills that go into this pattern to me at all, right? Like it's an easy pattern actually, but I just made it more complicated by blending feathers and stuff. It's because I was like, hey, those two colors together are kind of cool. That's cool. So I wanted a little bit of white in it, and then I wanted chartreuse green, and then like a green. I was like, I'll think it's a lot bushier, streamier than the other one. But I figured I'd tie one live. It's raining. It was raining like a mug this morning. Tail should be bigger. Don't have big enough hackle for the tail to be more bushier. So this is what we get. All right, guys, what y'all think of that one? Fumble with it a little bit because I'm using this resin. Right? This resin right here. And it's like white and chartreuse and black, and then front is chartreuse. It's white and it's a chartreuse and grizzly with white, and then the front is grizzly chartreuse, same thing but then black, just a straight black strung hackle. But I was trying to find one that matches the length of these, and it's really hard because the pack I got. These are just these white feathers on there. The Schlappen ones are just longer than normal. They're long what they're supposed to be, but there's some really long ones. They have more longer ones, so it's meant for more bigger streamers to me. And I was trying to pick through, but this is just what they had. So I was like, I have to make it work. So I just had to pick the right feather to match each other. It still came out okay though, because like really I wanted more black on the front, but it actually still looks okay. And then that gap, see, you can see the gap in there. That's where the resin's trying to glue it. That gap. But when you take it away, you don't see any gap. You don't hardly see any gap. So the fish ain't gonna really notice that. It's just gonna look like a flickering thing to them. A little, it's gonna look like a variance in the tail to them with flickers. But if you're trying to sell it, people seem to like things uniform and look in a certain way. So humans have their own way of what they think it looks. Fish think differently. The fish see differently. Whoop, whoop, whoop. All right, there it is. Spent an hour. Could be done faster than an hour, but I added some extra skills in there with extra skill with the basic skill. So I'm still trying to cure the back end of this. But you can see when I put the light, you can see that little gap in there. I just want to make sure it's really curing. Because sometimes I've done this for 20 seconds and said it's good. No, it depends on how thick the resin layer you put on too. And then if you don't have good resin's weird, then it's not going to seal. Right. Or if it does seal, you're going to have to leave it for a long time. So a few of them I made, I just put a few of them. I just put them in the sunlight and leave them because I'm not looking to use that or do anything with it soon. So you can see the gap. You can kind of see the gap in there. See the gap kind of as I rotate it. You can kind of see it. That little gap right there. You can see where that's where it was trying to slip because it's not enough circumference up from the bottom. But it still came out good. So in general, you can see the gap right there too. But when fish look at it, that's probably exactly when they eat something that looks like it. It doesn't look always perfect either. Right? All right, there you go. Salmon slammer. Basically a comet with no weighted eyes, no braid, eyes to it. All right, yo, Salmon Slammer. That's like geez. Let's see. It's like there's just like a hackle combination. So dual hackle tie, grizzly chartreuse with white schlappen, dual tie chartreuse grizzly and black, and then black schlappen or black, actually like black Chinese hackle on the front, strong hackle on the front. So that's where you get the black. I wanted it more black at the front, but it actually came out really cool as a mixture in front on top of the white. So not the prettiest looking fly. Could have done better, but first time I ever tied one in this way. It'll fish. See, it'll fish. Eye holes clear. It looking good. It's looking sexy. It's looking fish sexy. Looking fish sexy. All right, y'all. Catch you later. Maybe string the tank later. Maybe I'll just be sitting. Peace. Thanks, Yosh, for coming out. Thank you, Kelly, hanging out there, checking out the flies. Thank you. Thank you, Nimby, coming in, man. Hanging for a bit. Thank you, Ganja. Leslie. Peace, guys.